Victoria Williams, VBA Design. I own an architecture firm downtown, and we are architects, interior designers, and planners. And if you don't know what a planner is, come see me. But actually, what we do is we help people design a better experience for their life. And when I was growing up, I was born in Iowa and moved to Tennessee in second grade, thus the accent. So moved to Tennessee in second grade and lived there until I was 13, and then traveled all around the South. My mother was in resort sales. So moved around a lot, made me so incredibly adaptable it wasn't even funny. 3 high schools in 4 years. So what it taught me was you have to be happy where God plants you. You have to make a difference where God plants you. It does not matter the geography, your past. You make your future. And so in doing that, ended up back in Nashville after making my rounds and graduated from there and went to the University of Tennessee. But I really didn't know what I wanted to do before I went there. And so my guidance counselor said, it's senior year, you have to make a decision. Now it's like 8th grade. My 8th grader is making a decision. But so I decided I might want to be a pharmacist. I was really good in chemistry and math. And so I went and got a book. And then I got to the second chapter, and they started talking about syringes, needles. And I took the book back to the library and nixed that idea because I would pass out at the sight of needles. So I could not decide what I wanted to do. And my counselor said, do something that speaks to your heart. The money will come if it speaks to your heart. And so growing up in predominantly in Nashville, we had a lot of access to historical mansions, properties, Civil War stuff, the Parthenon, and all these other things. So I really enjoyed going to those. And my parents would always lose me because instead of looking at the furniture or the spaces or hearing about the history, I was tracing cracks in the wall. I wanted to know where they went and where they came from and why. And so I started thinking back to that experience and realized that that was really what I like to do. So went to the University of Tennessee, met my husband, and got married. And we had vacationed here before and loved it. And we both contemplated, let's just quit our jobs and move here. 6 weeks later, he got a job offer here. So God, it does exist. You manifest it, it happens. So got a job, moved here, and I was unemployed. Of course, I had just graduated, and I had a job lined up with my current partner. But he wasn't in the office. He wasn't answering the phone. I was ready to go. I'm a doer. So I decided to take my resume around and see what I could come up with. First place I walked in hired me at my price. And that was the best move because he was an amazing mentor. He was a second-generation architect. And anyone who knows anything about architecture knows that when you start at a firm, you will draw bathroom details for the first 10 years. Toilets, I know all about them. Grab bars, mirrors, all of it. But this gentleman did not do this. This gentleman took me to job sites, taught me the art of the business, let me meet with clients at the beginning of the project and carried it all the way through to the closeout. That's unheard of. Any architect that does that today, any business person that does that today, thank you. Because these young people coming out of college, it's very easy to get pigeonholed. And this person didn't do that to me. And so I got the entrepreneur bug. I never really liked to be the person in the back. If I was going to do something, I was going to lead it. And so the first thing that he told me was, okay, you join the chamber. The company's a member of the chamber. You join the chamber. You invest in the chamber because those people will reinvest in you. So I did that. University of Tennessee volunteers, I volunteered for everything. I mean, everything under the moon. Ambassadors, any committee I could get on. And it really helped because it connected me with the business leaders, the people who make the decisions, the people who sit behind the big desk, not the people out in front. And you got to know the names and the players and who makes things happen. And it opened a whole nother world up to me. And then a gentleman approached me. He's another mentor. And he said, you need to give back. The county has been good to you. You need to give back. So I got on several nonprofit boards, worked through that, got to know a lot of other people. And it was utterly amazing. When you give back, you get so much more than what you invest because it makes you a different person. You cannot elevate in your business until you become more. So the personal development aspect of it, not only inside, but dealing with people and interacting with them and making the world a better place, that's what puts you to the next level. It's not just making the phone calls and making the sales. It's making the relationships, and it's making a difference. And when you go to bed at night and you know that the oxygen you took in was worth it, I can't tell you what an amazing feeling that is. So I started my first business, and I'm now in my second business, actually, my second architecture firm. And I won't tell you it was easy. There's a lot of grit in there. There's a lot of naysayers. There's a lot of clients that will treat you poorly, and a lot of people who won't believe what you're doing. Who do you think you are? You're doing it differently than everybody else. What are you doing? I refuse to be another version of ordinary. Everybody in this room, you're here so that you are not another version of ordinary. Do something different. Strike out. You know the hurts of the world. You know the hurts in your profession. Every profession has something that drew you to it, and that makes you want to cry for that person. Fulfill that need. Be the thing that helps them sleep at night. Because there is somebody at 3 a.m. waking up and they cannot get sleep. And you have the one thing that can solve their problem. And who are you not to? Who are you not to elevate yourself and your business and your team to fulfill that need and let them have a good night's sleep? God put you on this earth for a reason. It's not just to get a paycheck. It is not a paycheck. If it's a paycheck, you're in the wrong profession. It is not. So that is the reason I started my firm. I have 2 little girls, one starting high school next year. Pray for me. Pray for me. The attitude's already started. The hair is starting to turn gray. I have a great hairdresser. But it wasn't just for them. It was for me. It was for those people that I saw hurting. Construction, anybody, raise your hand if you're in construction, design, building, real estate, any of it. It can be very contentious. You have builders, architects, engineers, building officials, building inspectors. You put all that in one room, and it can be a nightmare or it can be a dream. And the people that you put on your team are either going to make it better or make it worse. And I'm cutting out, and I'm sorry. But I saw the hurt and decided to make a difference, decided that was not going to be the normal with me and my firm and the people that I do business with. That is not the normal. This is the new normal. The new normal is it's a better experience. You walk through a building, it can be a good experience or a bad experience. And that's our goal. And that should be everybody's goal. Every time you wake up in the morning, make the world and the day better for everybody that you talk to, your clients, your team, your family. And that will propel you so far because not many people get it. If you get that, you'll succeed in anything. I think that means that my time is up. So thank you so much. Appreciate it.